Hi guys, hope you all are doing well. We're still taking a deeper look into Jonah. And in Philippians chapter 3 verse 7, it says, "Whatever things were gain to me, those things I have counted as loss for the sake of Christ." So most biblical people who made a lasting mark in Christianity had a point in their lives where they stood at a crossroads. They had to decide to yield to divine intervention at the cost of their own plans, or continue his or her journey with divine interruptions. As they yield to God's purposes, they unknowingly wrote life stories that made a mark on humanity. Trouble for believers always comes when they try to stake their claim to significance, even unknowingly, with any of these 5 things. If who you are, where you're from, what church you go to, what you do for a living, or who you are related to or associated with becomes the thing you hang your hat of significance on, you will eventually find yourself wanting. Our significance, at least the kind that will leave an external mark, can only really be found in how fully we yield to God's purposes for our lives. Possibly you are on the other side of the spectrum. Maybe the places and people that you're associated with don't make you proud. Maybe you've not achieved nearly as much as you would have liked. Or maybe like me, your past is cluttered with the remnants of a slew of consequences from bad choices that you've made. Maybe like Jonah, you don't have a rich family legacy to speak of or major accomplishments to highlight. And you feel that God could not possibly want to use you to achieve something extraordinary. On the contrary, Scripture is full of stories of men and women who were used mightily of God, despite how their resume reads. Look at Esther, Mary, Rahab, and Peter, just to name a few. What most of us really want to have is independence and freedom to govern our own path. We want to make a mark, but only on our terms. We don't mind following Christ as long as his path eventually converges into the one that we already have chosen for ourselves. We want to select our own course, run after our own ambitions, and decide how to make use of our own time. So when anyone, including God, steps in and makes demands that interrupt our goals, we push back. Single women rebel against singleness when it's gone on longer than what they expected. Mothers get frustrated at the demands of caring for a family when they anticipated conquering corporate America. Ministers want to give up when God's way for them means teaching 20 faithful folks every week instead of stadiums full. Leaders want to throw in the towel when their mission meets with resistance that threatens to give them a harder time than what they expected. Interruptions have a way of revealing whether we really mean it when we say, "Lord, not my will, but your will be done." Now would be a good time to pause this video and write down a declaration on our dependence to God. Be honest with him and pour your heart out to him. We have the benefit of reading the end of the stories of the Bible characters. We skip ahead and find the outcome that they didn't have the luxury to know at that time. They may not have realized the privilege and certainly did not know the external impact they would make. At the time they chose to yield to their divine intervention, it was completely by faith in God. Like these holy heroes, you've got an outcome that you can't make out. The fog of life's journey will clog your spiritual sight, and the fear of the unknown is bound to make you consider blowing out. But don't back down. In future generations, your story will be the one that encourages someone else to follow hard after God. Have you ever considered that just as previous stories encourage us along the way, yours will encourage someone else? Your story starts with God. The mark you make and your eternal significance will be found in yielding to divine intervention God sends your way. When the Lord speaks over your life, separating you unto Himself for His purposes, or allowing circumstances to derail you from your original plan, consider it your invitation. You've been given the opportunity to write a story beyond expectations. Begin in chapter 1. Jonah's tale unfolds immediately. He becomes more than just a resume from 2 Kings. He becomes a significant part of God's purposes for the entire nation of people. Your story begins with God's call. It's not your legacy or lack thereof that makes you significant. It's God's call and your willingness to obey it. And that's all I have for you today. I know this is short. We kind of had a family emergency, but I love you guys. And as always, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Like, share, and subscribe. And nobody sees my videos unless you share them, so please share them. And if I don't see you in the next video, I hope to see you in heaven. Also, don't forget to join me on the Disciple server. Links in the description. Send me a message when you get there and let me know you're from YouTube. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.